Guys, how are you guys on YouTube? By the way, I am doing absolutely pretty good, but I want to show you guys the old grill I told them apart yesterday. I have it all in pieces. Everything is torn down in categories of what types of metals where you can find in a old barbecue grill. I have cast aluminum, cast steel, just regular steel, and also brass as well for all the different types fittings. The brass is in there, but I have to take it apart because I'm kind of losing daylight outside. But I want to show you the different types of metals you can actually get from a old barbecue grill. But we actually do have a new one. It's up there. But this is the old one we had like for 9 years. It's already rusted and oily, and it's really hard to find parts for it. But it's all going to be scrapped, and it's all going to the scrap yard, getting to be returned into something else, and the metal is getting recycled. And the reason why the metal is getting recycled is for it to be into something new, like new metal or new type of own type of steel kind of forms. But it's very interesting to take apart all sorts of things. Now, the one thing you're going to need is a pretty unique tool. This is a magnet. Okay, you can test your steel and your iron and your cast aluminum and your bronze to see if it actually sticks to a magnet. Now, typically, bronze and also all brass won't stick to a magnet. Same thing with a cast aluminum won't stick to a magnet. It's cast iron and also the standard old steel. But yes, it is a beautiful day outside, but I am losing a lot of daylight. That's why I had to do the tear down of all the brass fittings I have in now. Let's go and just show you guys all this type of scrap metal I have right here already and separated in all sorts of different piles of things. Alright, here you guys. Here's all of the scrap steel. You guys can see that's all scrap steel right there. That's cast iron. That's cast aluminum. And by taking your magnet to any of these steel pieces, doesn't matter what it is, this magnet will actually stick to the metal. Now this is all surface source. We had this 9 years. And it would also stick to this because it's also metal, and it will stick to this as well. This is all cast steel, but this here, this is a cast aluminum. This will not stick to a magnet. But it's very awesome to find out all the different types of metals you can find in a barbecue gas grill. This is all scrap. It's going away. It's getting out of here. I'm tired of it sitting around. I don't play around with anything. I can't find the parts for it. Say screw it. It's done. It's out of here. It's going away. But remember, we had it 9 years. It's already starting to rust away. Alright guys, I will be back. I gotta go in there to strip apart the own metals to actually show you the brass metal and stuff like that. Alright, I'll be back. Going back to the brass material of the type of metal we actually have for this old grass grill. I'm going to go ahead and scrap it. And by the way, we have the regulator with the brass fittings. We're going to be taking those apart, the level hoses. I'm not going to be able to need that because that's not going to be very useful. I'm going to be separating the brass from the steel. These are the valves or gas valves from the gas grill itself. We also have a gas or brass bonnel. And here we have in this bucket all of the scrap metal steel. We have the nameplate from the gas grill as well. And we also have the temperature gauge. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. And also the plaque stick is going to be thrown away or can be just recycled plastic materials. Now let's go ahead and take up the valves for you. These valves are all the same. You guys can see that. I don't know if you guys can see it or not from here. We're going to be taking these apart. Okay, we're going to be separating everything out of these little guys. We're going to be taking all the steel screws and the steel plates out of these, because the more you strip down each of these little valves, you can actually get brass out of them. This is all brass, by the way. Got my magnet. Okay, see, it doesn't stick. This is brass. The only thing that will stick is this metal V-seal. The same with that. And also with the gas panel. This is brass. This is all brass here. See, I'm just using a magnet to stick to anything that's like brass. That's a good tool to have. Alright, now let's go ahead and we're gonna start with this here first. All you're going to need is some good old shears, cutters here. We're gonna go ahead and just cut the hose completely apart, because it's not going to be used for anything because the hose is completely messed up anyways. But we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to cut the fitting off of this. The hose is a gas hose, you know, you can use it for something else, but you know what, I don't got time to monkey around with all sorts of the things out though. See, there's the brass fitting. We can recycle that. We can just throw that away. It's absolute garbage. You know. Now, of course, with these being crimped on fittings, it's going to be harder to actually get all the level material off of the crimped fittings. But you can try to separate as much of the level off of the fittings themselves. And this is called a T. Okay, the reason why this is called a T, because this will split off to both the bundle and the gas valves here, and the main gas line goes there. That is all brass. Again, we don't want to need that. We're going to go ahead and separate this valve from the gas line. Get rid of that. That's the on valve. The regulator is cast aluminum. That'll be in the aluminum valve for the hose. And this here, this is a brass fitting on the inside. We'll deal with that later. Just leave that off to the side. But now, if you're going to be tearing apart old grass squirrels, get old funky clothes to actual take out the apart. That's all brass, you know. Okay, this is brass, but I need a torque spit for this valve. Well, I'm going to do that off camera. That's whatever. Let's go ahead and open all these little valves here. We can get rid of mostly 90% of the steel out of this, because you don't want any steel being in your brass power metal. Because the reason why is just the way it is. You know, it's like really, get rid of all the steel. Get rid of everything is steel. Make sure you get rid of all the steel parts and put all of your brass fittings. Now, of course, this is not all brass now. I'm going to go ahead and finish taking all of these brass things apart and separating all the metal, all the steel from the brass itself. Why you gotta do this? Because if you're gonna be scrapping this kind of stuff, you might want to do that. Alright guys, this might take me a little bit of time here because I don't have a electric screwdriver, but you know what, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want to do. metal, metal, metal. But all the metal parts over there. Grass over there. Ugh. Grass. Yeah. More metal shit. I only have 4 valves to do here. I'm doing this real quick, trying to unscrew 99% of the metal from the grass itself. Now, this does have an O-ring in it. I will take the O-ring off a little later. Once I get all of the grass and metal separated. There you go. Easy, it's very simple. All you have to do is just take these things apart, and you got yourself a good layer of grass, and also some of a layer of metal as well. Now, if you really want to tear these apart, you can just tear them apart more. If you want to do that, that's totally fine. Just long if you can get all of the metal out of all of the steel from the grass, that would be better, because most scrap people will maybe charge you extra for all of the steel parts. Alright, this is all grass, guys. All that's grass. And there you go, guys. I'm now dirty. The easiest way to do this is by taking everything apart and separating your pallets from your steel and your grass, your cast aluminum, your cast steel, and regular wood metal. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed me ripping apart all this grass fitting kind of stuff. But alright guys, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Please like, please share, peace out, bye guys. We'll see you in the next vlog of all this stuff will be going. Alright guys, bye.